So hello guys, welcome to Dev Domain. In today's video we are going to see what is linear search algorithm and how it works. Okay, so let's start. A linear search is also known as the sequential search. Okay, and it is a simple algorithm used to find a specific element within a list or array. Okay, so suppose we have the number of elements in a list or array, and we have to find a specific element within the array, okay, or a list. So this algorithm used to find that element. Okay, so next point, it works by iterating through each element of the list one by one until a match is found or the end of the list is reached. So what it does, so it goes to each and every element. Okay, so suppose we have to find the element 40 and we have n number of elements in the array. Okay, so it will go to each and every element from starting of the list and until the array or the list ends. It will go to each and every block or the element and check is that element is present on the list is equal to the targeted element or not. Okay, how the linear search works. Okay, so first starts from the beginning. The algorithm begins at the first element of the list. So whatever the first element present in the array, it begins from that element. Okay, so next point will be comparing with the target. So while moving to each and every element of the list, it compares with the targeted element. Okay, so what element we have to find in the array, it compares with the current element. Is the current element is equal to the targeted element, then it will then we can find or we can found that element. If it is not equal to the it is not equal to the element, then it will move to next block or the element. Okay, so next, third point will be match found. If there is a match and the algorithm returns the index of the element. Okay, so suppose we have to find the 40th element in the array or a list, and suppose at index 4 we have find that element 40. So what will be the output we will get? We will get the output as the index of the array. Okay, the index on which the element is present, we will get that index back. Okay, fourth point will be no match. If there is no match, the algorithm moves to the next element and repeats the comparison. Okay, so in the list we are finding the element 40. Okay, so if the 40 element is not present in that array, then it repeats its comparison. Okay, it will return not found. Simply the element is not present in the array. Okay, or if we have to return an integer, then we will return -1. Okay. Now next point will be end of the list. If the end of the list is reached without finding a match, the algorithm returns a value indicating that the targeted element is not present in the array. Uh, it's tracking the elements one by one, and we do not get any element match with the targeted element. Okay, targeted element is not present in the list or the array, so it will reach to the end of the array and it's simply return -1. Element is matched with the targeted element. Okay, the targeted element is not present in the list or the array. So the time complexity for linear search will be, in worst case, the time complexity is big of n. Okay, so the element which we are finding is present in the last of the array, so it will take more time to find that targeted element. Okay, and if the element is present at the first of the array or the list, so the time complexity will be better. The time complexity will be constant time. Okay, big of 1. So here we have 5 elements in the array, and suppose we have to find 65 element from this array. Okay, so the element so what we have discussed in the previous points, so the algorithm starts with the starting element of the array list. So this is the starting element, so the algorithm start and compare with this element or the data. Is it is equal to the targeted element? No. If it is yes, then it will return the element is found at the index 0. And if it is not, then it will move to block of the array. And then here it will compare with the 65. If element of 1 is equal to the targeted element, then it will return true. But here the 50th element is present and the targeted element is 65, then it not found, then it will move to the next block or the next block of the array. Then here it will compare. If data of 2 is equal to the targeted element, yes, here it is there. 65 is present on the second position of the array, then it will return 2, the index of the element. Now let's take another example. I have written this array, and suppose we have suppose the targeted element is 55. Then it will starts with starting element. Okay, and it will compare with the targeted element. Is first element is equal to the targeted element? No. Then it will move to next block. Then it will compare with the targeted element. Is this 50 is equal to 55? No. Then it will go to next element. Okay. Now it will again compare with this. Is 65 is equal to 55? No. Then it will go again to the next block. Then it will again compare with the targeted element. Is 68 is equal to 55? No. Then it will again go to the next block. Okay, and compare with the targeted element. Is 70 is equal to 55? No. we, and we have traversed the whole elements from the array, and we do not get any um, match with the targeted element. So in that case it will return -1. This means the element is not found. Okay, the element is not found. Now let's see in demonstration how we can write the code for this. Okay. So first I have created a class called demo, and in that I have created a main method, and in that I have created an array, and we have take this data of 5 elements. Okay. Now I'm creating a variable, and let's take the targeted or element will be 70. So we have to check the key is present in the array or not. So for that I have created a function public static int. The return type will be int, and in that I am giving the name for the function as search, and in that I am passing the parameters as array and the key. And in that I'm running a loop for int I is equal to 0, I is less than array.len, and I will be updated. And in that, if array of I is equal to key, then return the index. Okay. Okay. And if uh, we do not get any match with the key, then we return -1. Okay. So this I have created a function, and so we have to call this function from the main method. So here we have to write the function name search, and in that we have to pass the array and the key. Okay. Now let's check, is key is present on which index. Okay, so let's run and see. So we have get this, the element is present on 2. So the array's index starts with 0. So 0, 1 and 2. It's giving right. So this way we can uh, write a code for a linear search. So thank you for watching this video.